Hey everyone, thanks for joining. It's Patty from pspapercrafts. It's another Friday. It's not really a fun fold. It's, I guess, a technique. It's pretty easy, the cards we're going to make today, and you make 3 of them in one kind of pass. So it's a good way to kind of get cards out, and it's fun. You're using designer series paper or some kind of pattern paper to make these cards, and this is called the stack, shuffle, and cut technique. I think it's really stack, cut, and shuffle, but when I looked on Pinterest, I always look on Pinterest for ideas, and that's what most of them were called. So let's get started. These are the cards I made, and again, it's 3 pieces of designer series paper that you're going to cut and then kind of rearrange. So for this one, I used the Lot of Love, and that's the stamp set I got the sentiments from, and then just this little coffee stain there. And I used the coffee paper. What is it called? A Little Latte. So these are the papers I used. I don't think you could do it well with a big design, but these little designs are fun. And all these sentiments, I kind of forgot about this. This is the Something Fancy dies. These are great. I'm going to use them on the next set of cards as well. So they have like nesting, different ones that you can nest within each other. And then these are fun because they can go at the top. And I'm going to do that on the other card. So these are really fun dies. And then I just added some of these swirly dots on them because I thought that was kind of a coffee thing. So this is Thanks So Much. Hello there, let's catch up. And then You're the Best Part of My Day. So you're all going to have that song, that advertisement in your head. Thanks so much. And then Hello There, Let's Catch Up. And this one's on me. So I thought these were cute, to send to friends that maybe you do coffee with, or I don't drink coffee. I'm a tea drinker, but I have friends that drink coffee, so all is good. We are going to use different papers, of course. I like to show you different ideas. So this is To Market. This is another song you're going to have in your head. These papers and these names, I always end up, singing songs based on the names. So these are fun. And I've already cut my pieces, the main pieces. So you're going to cut 3 of them. And I picked these 3 designs. I love Blackberry Bliss. That is just one of my favorite colors, so I had to pick that. And I wanted to have something, again, I don't think you want a big, big image. And then it's nice to have a variety, something kind of plain. There's groupings here and then kind of an all-over pattern. And if you are going to have something that's directional like this, just make sure when you're cutting it, it's going to work. It will probably work anyway, because you would just have the pieces. If you cut it this way, when you make the card, you'll just turn it around. So I'm not sure that matters. So what you're going to do, these are 4 by 5 1/4 each piece, and you're going to stack them. Get out your trimmer, and you are just going to cut them all together at different ways. There's no measurements. It's just like, whatever. You can cut straight down and then cut one across. What I did on these was I cut, how did I do it? I cut down the side, here to here, and then I cut here to here. So we're going to do, they're going to all always come out differently. So what I think I'm going to do is cut this way. I don't want to go end to end. I want to go in a little bit. I don't want to go to the point. And you have to make sure you don't move, and make sure it's cut before you take it out. Okay, because you want them to all be the same. And then we're going to do the same thing. I don't want, you could go point to the point, but I kind of want to leave it up a little bit. So we're going to just make sure that it pulls out. Okay, so that's the cut part. Now we're going to shuffle them. So now we have 3 of each cut. And we're just going to kind of mix and match them. right? So we're gonna have this, and this, and this, and then this last final set. So you know you don't want to put this with this, right? So you're going to very easily come up with the pattern here, this puzzle piece, whatever, puzzles. So these are your 3 cards. And then you're going to just get your card bases. And I picked colors that were in here. You can do all the same if you want. What I picked was a thick basic white, a peach pie, because that's a color, and then a blackberry bliss. And I did the same thing. I did a white, I did an early espresso, and I did a calypso coral on those. And I'll have all the instructions. I'm not really going to have measurements for how to cut. So it's just, you know, go for it, whatever you want to do. So let's get started, and I'll do the white one first. And all you're going to do is glue your pieces onto this. Now you want to make sure that you have kind of the same border, and it's nice to start with, you know, a piece that has a corner, and you can see that you want to put it in this place, so you have a kind of the same size border around. So we're just going to glue these down. So easy. I have a new glue here, so it's coming out strong. And we'll just put this down like this. And you can cut this, you know, these pieces, you can make more than 3 cuts. Just, you know, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. It's almost like a puzzle card or something, I would think. And then this will fit in perfectly here. And then this will fit in perfectly here. And you're just going to kind of rinse and repeat. So we'll just put these down. Just like this. And again, you know, I always use a liquid glue because to me, you can adjust it if you wanted to. And then one more, and then we'll just move on to the next card, and then I'm going to, at the end, we'll decorate them all. And this, to mark it, it's really a fun set, but I'm not going to use it. It's Market Goodness, which has all these vegetables, but I went more with the floral. But these are great sentiments, but we're going to use something different. You'll have to wait and see. So while I'm gluing, I wanted to tell you about a virtual retreat. I'm holding it with Anne Varillo. She's another demonstrator, and we're teaming up. She's with Stamp with Anne. And we're doing a Summer Splash virtual retreat. It's on August 24th, but it's virtual. So you're going to make 12 cards, 2 of each, 6 designs. We're using the birdhouse, country birdhouse and country wood products. And if you would like to join, there'll be a link below here with the information on how you can join the summer retreat. We're going to have a Facebook group and prize patrol, and it's going to be fun. So, and if you're not, you know, available August 24th, you can always do the replay and, you know, catch up that way. So I just wanted to put that out there. It's going to be fun, and we're going to do all kinds of fun things. And, you know, if you don't have Facebook, that's okay. Not everybody does Facebook. You can get the links and do it on your own. But if you do have Facebook, you can join us and participate in it. Now, I said to do this one first, so I'm going to go back and do this one. I'm talking, so I'm not concentrating. I mean, you can do any of them first, but I like to get this where it's a full corner. And we're just going to put this down here. Try to make sure it's straight and even. And then we'll get this one. All right, like this. Isn't it pretty? And yeah, this Blackberry Bliss just is my color. I love our regal colors. I think they're my favorite. I mean, I love them all, but I'm kind of drawn to these colors, the rich ones. So now we have this one. These flowers are fun. Okay, so we have 2 down, and I think they're both pretty. And now we'll do the peach pie. Let me just like push that down a little bit. So let's start with this one again. And if you have any questions on anything, you know, you can email me, Patty at pspapercrafts.com, and my blog is Pat at pspapercrafts.com. So you can always go there and get any of the cards. So I'm using my calendar to get to kind of go along each week with the Friday fun folds, the sketches, the color combos. And you'll see these on YouTube, but you won't see them you won't see the other cards on YouTube. So if you wanted to see, so this is my calendar, and if you've subscribed to my email list, I'll send you this each month, the new one, but each week I send you kind of an update of, you know, the links to the videos for my Friday fun folds, and then we do a color combo on Thursday, and I do sketches. I do them usually twice because I'm in the Split Coast Stampers group. I'm on their sketch team, so I've been doing that, and those are Wednesdays, and then I've always done the Atlantic Heart sketch on Saturdays, so I kind of do 2 a week, but I have it on my calendar for 1 week here, for 1 day a week. But then there's other ideas if you want to just play with. I don't do them all, but you know, it's ideas for you to craft with. So subscribe. There's a link below where you can get my the way to subscribe, and you can get this each month. It's fun. Okay, so now we want to decorate these. So since I love my Blackberry Bliss, I made all the mats. Let me get that out in Blackberry Bliss. So I cut these 2. I cut this one. So this is fun. You can cut the tag, and you can put these, there's 3 of them you can put in there. So when you cut it, you put this in here, and it cuts it out. And then when you layer it, you have this behind it. So then there's a leaf one, and then there's a dot that you can use actually to put ribbon through. So I thought they were fun, and now we just have to figure out what sentiments we're putting where. So for these, I'm using the Simply Said. I'm going to do a birthday, a just a note, and a thinking of you. So these I think are good. We're going to do the just a note on here, and I am going to use Blackberry Bliss. So all my mats are Blackberry Bliss. You can mix and match. There's even Garden Green in here. You can do the peach pie if you wanted. So we're going to just do just a note right down here. All right, so that's going to go with this one. I'm going to do all my stamping, and then birthday wishes we'll put here. Then we could decide which card we're putting them on too. It doesn't really matter, but aren't they pretty? And look at how quick we're making 3 cards. Birthday wishes. These would be great for Christmas cards because you can kind of really, if you have to make a lot of cards, you really get them going quickly. And then a thinking of you. Okay, so that's done. See how fast? Now we can just put them all together and then add them if you wanted to add ribbon. So if you wanted to add ribbon behind this, what you could do is lay this on a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of, you know, white cardstock or whatever you have, and then lay that on and put the ribbon around it, because you can't really do it back here. Or you can put a smaller mat behind this of white. So a couple of options there. I didn't think it needed ribbon. I mean, I put ribbon on these as just an accent, which you could do here as well. On this one, instead of the ribbon, I put this. So lots of choices. I love that you can, you know, everybody uses the same products and they do completely different things. So it's really cool. I love all the ideas on Pinterest. And then in some of the groups I'm in a group with my team, and it's amazing the projects that are out there. You always get just amazing ideas. So here we go. Oops. I'm all thumbs today. So I think I'll just put these here. I kind of like to cover where they all meet. And we'll just use some dimensionals and put them all down. And then I'll add some bling. There are some embellishments that go with this paper. And I think they're on back order, but they'll be in soon. Transparent adhesive back dots. So I'm going to use them because they have the greens. They have the Blackberry Bliss, which you can see. I've already used a lot. And I don't know if they have the peach pie. We'll have to open it up and see. Okay, so we're going to put this right here. And depending on where the cards meet, so down here they kind of met lower, so I have things a little lower than up here. But aren't they great? Simple, fast, and pretty. Great way to show off your designer series paper or your pattern paper. Oops. One, two, and number 3 here. It's been so hot here. My poor plants. I know it's hotter elsewhere, so I shouldn't complain, but we've been in the 90s here, and it finally rained the other day, and boy did it rain. But it started and it was over. But I've been watering every day. My tomato plants are looking good. My flowers doing okay. Oh, this one more. Pretty soon I'll be complaining that it's cold. All right, so let's do some of this. And let's see what's under here. Under the flap. No, there's no peach pie. So I'm going to do, we'll just put one up here, and then we'll put one here. And I don't even think I'm going to put one here. I think that's good, right? So these are the cards. So we made 3 of them in I don't know how long. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have to do the insides. Let me do inside layers. So on these 2, I'm not going to put an inside sentiment, but for this one, I'm going to use Let's Celebrate. It's also from this. And we'll do that in the Blackberry Bliss. And then I'm just going to add some designer series paper to the bottoms. Am I in camera? I never know. There we go. Let's Celebrate. And then we can just add, I cut 3 strips of this, and you can use either side. I thought this, you know, you do a little strip, it's kind of gets lost. So you can either do the flowers, these flowers, or the dots. So I'm going to do the flowers, I think, on all of them, because I think they're pretty. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. See, so you can either do this or this. For these, I like to kind of put my own note in it. There's not really an inside sentiment. And if you had a flower stamp or something like that, you can always add that. So there we go. We've got our insides. So I like to just, somebody suggested just put 4 little dots of glue. And then we open it up. So this would be nice also to give as a gift to someone if you wanted to give them a, you know, like a stack of cards. You can quickly come up with some that all go together if you wanted to make a few of each of these and give somebody, you know, 9 cards or something like that with envelopes as a gift. I think that would be really nice. Okay, and then the last one. Number 3. All right, so these are the 3 with the to market, and then these are the 3 with the Little Latte, or what is the name? A Little Latte, a lot, whatever. So these are the stack, shuffle, and cut cards, or stack, cut, and shuffle is what I think they should be called. So I hope you give it a try, and thanks for joining. Again, below will be the links to a project sheet with information, the products I used, and some basic measurements. And then also there'll be a link for my Summer Splash virtual retreat, which I think is going to be really fun. So sign up, register for that. And if you have any questions, you can leave me a comment or email me. All right, have a great week.